Welcome to Soltron. This is the video review for the K model KO oversized Transformers 1 mainline Optimus Prime. And here you can see a size comparison. You can tell he's about 7 inches, so he's much bigger than the Studio series, which was a Voyager, and then Voyager Red Alert here. So he's a good size. And then this guy was about $25 on AliExpress, so he does come with these directions, and you can see there's no like company name or anything on this, so he's definitely a knockoff. Okay, and here's a 360 view look at this guy, and of course he's looking great from every angle. Very minimal on the kibble, there's pretty much none to speak of. So this guy just cleans up really nicely. He looks so good. And then you can get a close-up of the head sculpt here. And mine does have like messed up paint on the mask. He probably does need a little bit of silver touch-up. I didn't watch this movie all the way through, so I'm not sure which head sculpt is more accurate. Probably this one, actually. This one I think looks more like the promo scenes that I've seen than this head sculpt. But this one is more complicated and interesting looking, whereas this one sort of looks like a guy wearing a mask. But yeah, I think the biggest difference between these two that makes the biggest, other than the size, I think is just the color. This is more like that mainline coloring, so it's really vibrant and nice and sharp, and the silver really sticks out. And this is like chrome painted, whereas they use like this flaky swirl metal for the other plastic, so it's not just a flat gray, it's actually a pretty good metallic gray. Whereas this one I tried to paint, or I'm in the process of painting, he's got like everything yellowed and he just looks old. The red is yellowy, the blue is brownish, everything just sucks. I don't know why they gave him this color scheme. This one is just so much more appealing, but I've always had a soft spot. I like my toys to look like toys, so maybe this one is supposed to appeal to people because he looks more realistic. But yeah, even for the proportions, I would say that the mainline actually has better proportions. This guy is just like mashed together, and then his diaper doesn't help at all. I just like to take that piece off. He just looks better without it. Yeah, I think this figure is even like a little bit cleaner. Like it doesn't have these tabs right here on the legs. I don't, yeah, and he doesn't cheat on the chest. Actually, I don't remember if this guy does. I haven't transformed him in a while. Oh no, he doesn't either. This guy does have a cool looking chest, actually. It is clear. So yeah, there's some trade-offs, but I think the colors on this guy definitely win. And then I did see that they are making a KO version of this one as well, with the new nicely saturated colors. So I'll probably get that as well, but he probably has metal in it. That's one thing I like about this figure. They didn't put die cast in him. I just really don't like it when they add the extra metal. I find it pretty pointless. But he was about $25 on AliExpress, so I'd say he's definitely worth it. But you get like, well, I guess for his accessories, he comes with that axe that has like his fingers, and they're very poorly painted on there. This is definitely an afterthought, and it just pegs right into his hand, but it's good enough. You get the idea. You can kind of imagine that it's just like glowing through his fingers. And as a nice touch, they actually left the 5mm pegs to be 5mm, so other figures can use the weapons and he can use theirs. So that's pretty nice that they did that. So looks like these KO companies are definitely learning a thing or two. But he's got all the same articulation. He's got kind of a ball joint neck that goes up a lot, doesn't really go side to side. He's got this joint, he's got ball joint shoulders to get more going on there. He's got these universal joint elbows, very nice. He doesn't have any wrist articulation, that's just for transformation. He does have a waist swivel. He does have ball joint hips, which kind of work. His diaper kind of gets in the way. And then he does have 90 degrees on the knee, and then he doesn't have anything in the ankles. So given that, his articulation still feels pretty good, even though he is missing some important pieces of articulation. He's still works out pretty nicely and definitely gets his poses done. But yeah, transforming him is pretty simple. You just fold up his elbows, and then you're going to lift up his chest, which helps release these arm joints. You kind of just get those out of the way for now. They are going to end up in this position when you get him into vehicle mode, because this is going to make up the bottom of his truck. And then you do rotate his head all the way up, and then his backpack kind of turns around this way. And then this is the part where you kind of have to do a few things at once. So you got to like open up his, oh yeah, I forgot to say, he does have a matrix chamber right here, and it does hold this matrix, which is shaped in a way that he can't, I don't think he can actually hold it. Oh, it's really hard to get out. Oh no, I take it back. He can hold it. He can hold on the little handles there. Okay, so he's kind of looking like this, and the instructions say to do his legs last, but I find that too many things clash in the way. This guy's made of a kind of the hard plastic, so things are not going to flex out of your way for you. So that's kind of an issue here with these leg covers, because his legs just don't really have the clearance to go through here. And then you just go ahead and cover that up. So pretty cool design how the legs work. And there's been a few other Optimus Primes that have done this same thing where his legs just flip over all the way. And then he's got these nice posts right here which hold everything in place. It's kind of unnecessary. And then these two are going to just basically sandwich together. And then we do have to rotate his hips all the way, which does not feel great on this figure. I don't know, there's like some resistance that's in there, so you got to kind of be careful. I do wonder if that mushroom peg will just torque off eventually. But you get kind of this look. Oh, actually, did I? Oh yeah, I twisted his waist for no reason. That was pointless. That did not have to be done. And now it doesn't want to twist back. Great. Okay, I had to pop out the whole mushroom peg. So don't rotate his hips 360 degrees. They're not meant to do that. There is a stopper in place, so that's why there was resistance. Anyway, you can kind of get this into position. Then you're just going to close up. Actually, you're going to keep rotating this hood piece to cover up the roof of the truck, in theory. Okay, that doesn't really want to go, so I don't know what's blocking that. Looks like his waist is blocking that. So you do kind of get the legs up, and then you can get that going. And then you can just kind of accordion these into place. And then the annoying part is getting his arms to here, and then also pegged into his feet. So you can kind of rotate him at the hips. And then you just kind of carefully peg everything together, because this is not a flexible plastic, so you do want to be careful, more careful than you'd normally be. Just getting everything in position. Okay, there's everything pegged, and now you just got to get these slots or these tabs into the slots at the bottom of his feet, which is also painful. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. And there you go, you get a very nice vehicle mode. The transformation is pretty simple. It's just you got to be kind of a little more careful than you'd normally be. But you get a good looking vehicle mode. And of course, I forgot to put his axe in the vehicle mode. He's got this hole right here, and that lets you peg it basically right here. So you got to separate the legs. So I'm going to have to hinge these down and then just separate them, get the axe in position, and then just close everything back up. Alright, and I wouldn't recommend doing that because there's also a post in here that has to plug in, so there's all kinds of nice places where this axe can just break. I wouldn't recommend even bothering with this weapon storage. But anyway, he looks really good. I think he's worth the price. They are making a Megatron as well, which is at the same scale. And here's the Studio Series 1 next to it. And they're not actually that so much different. The Studio Series kind of does look better because it's got a taller cab section where this one looks a little squashed. But I think for the wheel section, this one actually does a little bit better. I think they both look good. This one I think is a little bit better. This one, the transformation's a little bit complicated. Yeah, I kind of prefer this one. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.